Hey everybody, this is Joe's Premium Firewood, coming to you live on Sunday, June 23rd, 2024. So you can see I'm right up here by the house, by the barn. And today's project is this pile of tree service. Now it could be also cut by like the road commission. This is stuff that this mostly black locust, although I do see a piece of oak. This stuff came down in the tornadoes back on May 7th, and my brother was down there doing a job, and this stuff was like in the edge of the woods, and he didn't have a saw with him. He just went out and grabbed what he could grab. You know, most of it's junk, but there are a couple pieces of hey there William and Nate's watching. There's a couple dry pieces. So basically my plan, you know, these nice straight pieces, I think I get one off of that. I'm gonna cut those into like 16-inch rounds, one there of this green. I'll get whatever I can of the green stuff, but like stuff like this I'm not even gonna mess with. Michael Tracy or William Miller, good morning. And then I'm gonna put it in the wheelbarrow. I'm gonna take it over here to the Ultra, and I'm gonna split it and throw it down in that corner. Now you can see where I've been sorting through his wood as I bought it, and I got a bunch of wood stacked there for Mom. Well, I want his good wood to be stacked here. I'm gonna show him how I want it done. A little bit scared. We got a bunch of rain. I don't know if I want to go stack it today. I might wait until tomorrow when this dries out. There's not going to be very much of it. I'm going to get it down in that corner, and then I'm going to start stacking it. But I'm not going to be stacking it today, Ty Man. Make sure you hit that like, Ty Man. There's only one like. 8 people watching. I don't know how many watch are on Facebook. Bill Moon's running that, so I better get going on this. There's one thing I do want to tell you about, a big project my brother has got going, but we'll talk about that after I get the cutting done, because this is going to take a minute, and then I'll have something to talk about once I start splitting, and then I'm gonna move the boiler wood. Hey, there's Chuck, aka Fat Daddy. But let me fire this up. I don't have my gloves. My Rogala gloves are in the truck. I was pressed for time trying to get this to go off right at 10 a.m. I keep people like Paul happy that expect it to be on like military time. And if you watched, I did a video yesterday, at least on Facebook, where I sharpened the chain. So chain should be sharp, but I really got to watch hitting the dirt here because I'm on gravel, not like in the woods where it's like on leaves or whatnot. Come on. Got the headphones. This looks like it could go. Put it in the wheelbarrow. Let me grab the gloves real quick. This stuff's, we got a ton of rain last night. Cooled things off. It's not even gonna get to 80 degrees today. I have to show Rogala this. I have to show Rogala something. Looks like these, I'm not even gonna bother taping these pair up. They're so flimsy. After today, they're getting thrown away. There's Paul. Guess where I'll be tomorrow, Paul. Grand Junction. But it's not the people that you helped me with before. It's a different customer. I think they're going to be there to help me, so I should be all set. Let's put this tailgate down and start putting some of the boiler wood in here. Not sure where to set this. I'll just put it in front of the wheelbarrow for now. And like this, I don't even want to bother cutting it. So it's going to be boiler wood. So I'm going to put the boiler wood here towards the back. And then the dry locust, I'm going to throw up towards the front and take it down to my dry locust pile down there. Oh, I don't like cutting logs piled up like this either. You guys probably already know that. You know, this will cut. I think I'll probably just cut a piece off right here, call this boiler wood, and then that'll be one I split. Alright, we'll find out how good a job I did sharpening yesterday. What do you think? Should I boiler wood it? Should I split it? You know, it's 12 inches. I guess I could split it. But yeah, the thing I don't like about cutting on you know, piled up logs is because you get kickback if you hit another log. Saw come flying up the back of my face. Whoa. Yeah, you can see I cut into this one too, you know, just by, you know, with it being on top of each other. See why I hate dealing with this crap? Ugh! And my brother's kind of like a pack rat. Doesn't throw anything away. I think everything has value. Almost give this to Mom. I'll throw that over there. Well, the rain just barely cleared out. About 8 o'clock. Just hope it's just going as boiler wood. Usually don't like going any longer than that. About 3 foot. This piece, I don't know, it's kind of big. You know, that's what happens with tree service. You get all these in pieces, and you end up with a ton of cookies. What I mean by cookies. I'm breathing in that locust dust. I had about less than half a tank gas. Hopefully that's enough. Boiler wood. This one's dry. Give that to my mom. She's got a pile down there. Be watching today too. Not sure though. I actually did have somebody call me about boiler wood the other day, but he wanted like 8-foot logs. You know what I mean? Kickback. Yeah, I'm being careful. I know I don't want to hit my foot. That would ruin my Sunday. Dry locust is going down to my pile. I picked up this 2x4. I don't know. Definition of what I'm doing right now, more work than worth. The only thing that this is worth is for your entertainment. Doing this for you. Anybody who enjoys the Sunday Joe show. Goes to my mom's pile. Get that later. Hit the dirt. Not good. Two out of this one, you know, piece is like 24 inches long, 26 inches long, and I cut it in half. I'll have two 13 inches, you know. I'm gonna cut a 10 inch, you know, I'd have to cut like a 10 inch cookie off it. I guess that's what I'll do. I'm going to split and stack this wood for my brother, and then next year when it's dry, I'm going to buy it off him. So that's why I'm taking the boiler wood. I'm taking the boiler wood and the dry locust. Here's a 16-inch piece right here. Even though it's not as hot as it's been, about ready for a union break. It's hard work. This will just be boiler wood. We'll just put this here. Sorry about those who like to hear me talk. I can't do much talking. You really don't hear what I'm saying when that saw's going full speed. I don't know. Boiler wood. No, I guess I could cut it in half. Cut that nub off there. Starting to make some progress. Check to see if you're still watching, how many are watching. Make sure we didn't lose the signal. No, we got 36 watching. 18 likes. Hitting something. Another log. I don't like cutting piled up stuff. This should have been cut, but he didn't have the saw. Show you how much boiler wood we got. You can't really see. There we go. Nice gloves, O'Gala. Boy, need a union brake. Need one bad. Oh, Billy Otis is watching. Stay hydrated. You know, I know this is kind of small for boiler wood, but it is black locust. So you can expect it to burn hot and long. I think that's about the last of the dry ones for me. I delivered two Joe cords of JPF this week. Mike delivered one of some Mike's premium firewood. I got to do a delivery tomorrow to Grand Junction. And that did a lot. If I wasn't constantly moving these pieces, I'd be tripping over them. Out of gas. How did I know that was going to happen? Probably because I let it idle every time I'm moving the stupid pieces. Oh, I guess I gotta put gas in it. Hold on. All right, there's the gas. I had about a third of a tank when I started. You know, I gotta grab one of these saws and just kept going, but that didn't take very long. Prime it. Just again. I don't know. Almost done. Almost getting ready to start splitting. About ready to start splitting. But you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. J-Dub ever make it? What's J-Dub doing up there, up north? Now let it idle. Burn more gas. That's $4.69 a gallon for the non-ethanol gas I buy. Oh, now I see that. Now I know why. Piece of crap. Well, who picks this wood up? Who picks this crap up? Oh, the King of Firewood. Thinks it's gold. Think it's worth its weight in gold. Dog poop! And you wonder why I'd rather buy from Mike. how much work I'm putting into this for such a little reward? I don't even know if I'm going to get time to tell you about my brother's big project he's got coming up this week. Should have made him at least help me with this. Look what I found, Joe! Look at this stuff! I didn't even know it was locust. I'm like, why are you bringing that trash back here? Finally getting this place cleaned up. When I get the wheelbarrow this stuff uphill, split it. Let's see how the first ones go. I might just do maybe that first wheelbarrow load and then unload all this stuff and come back, put it on the tailgate and just back it up there in one shot instead of have to wheelbarrow uphill. Broken 2x4. Alright, I think I'll work again. Whoever gets that boiler wood's gonna like that. That's how I like the logs, you know. They're 2 foot apart, parallel. So if I brought a load from Brad at fired at the furnace, he'd have to set it out with a crane and space them apart. I wouldn't want it. That's it for the cutting. My work ain't done yet, folks. Not even close. Not even close. think I'm ready for another union break. Where do I want to put this? I want it falling off here. I ain't driving the truck yet. Now by putting this pile here, I gotta back up a load for tomorrow that I'm selling for him. Gotta get this locust out of my way. Alright. I'll show you what we got in the truck. Already 48 minutes in. Hey, look at that. I might be cutting this video short. There's that. There's that, Carl Lewis. See you later, Larry. Thanks for stopping by. So, now we got to move that up there and split. I'll put you over here. Oh, I got a nice breeze coming out of the north. Pretty whooped right now, folks. You know, I'm not built for doing this stuff all day. And to me, all day is an hour. All the gloves are going into the truck. I take off these straps because I don't need them. This would, that happened for me. That much of drywood. This stuff from my other split, yeah, once it's dry. I don't know if I dare. We'll see. Not too bad. All right. I'm going to break these new gloves in that Paul sent from Idaho. You know where Idaho is, Stacy? Paul also bought a JPF shirt Bill sent him. So if Bill remembers shipping to Idaho, that's who it went to. He said he got tired of me using them leather gloves with tape on them. And those aren't bad gloves. Those are my favorite kind to use because the tape does you know, stay on them, make it a lot longer. Do it. Of course, the biggest ones. wheelbarrow right now. The rest look reasonable size gravy train. Cut these. I think that was the side the tree service cut. Oh, so my brother's big project. So I don't know, friends of his. We had another round of storms come through here last week. More trees down and power outages. And apparently, one of his friends, I don't know if it's from church or whatever, somebody he knows, lost several trees. I think it was like. One was a pine. I told him I didn't want, but a couple good-sized cherry trees and a silver maple tree. And so it's an insurance job, so they can pay to have it removed. You know how I feel about green wood. He basically wants to bomb me like he did. He had that other removal job back in 2020. Just keep bringing loads a day after day. But he asked me if he could borrow a saw. Without going into details, the way he's been acting lately, I'm just like, I don't think so. You know, it wouldn't be just my saw. It would be my saw gas, my bar oil, my 2-cycle oil. Then I would have to be sharpening the chains for him. I told him, you know, maybe one day, a day or two, Mike and I will come there. We'll help him cut some loads, make some videos, live stream, make some videos for YouTube, and help him out. But I'm going to do it at my leisure. You know, Monday I got a delivery that's going to take half the day. So, you know, 4 hours. I got to, you know, I'm actually going to, I talked to Darren. I'm going to go to his house, try to get the rest of his wood. But he doesn't have enough for Joe cord. So I got to try to, I don't know, I'm going to do about 2/3 of a load, or 3/4 of a load, and then try to top it off with this wood from his house, and deliver it and stack it. Normally they just buy winter wood, but I guess they've been having a lot of campfires down a lake in Saddle Lake in Grand Junction. Paul might know where it's at. So he wants to bomb me with wood, and I think last time I was credited him like $100 a load. Not doing that this time. Not when it's all green, and I gotta wait forever for it to dry. It'll be next summer's campfire wood. You know, I can't put all my resources, gas and time into a job to do get it done real quick so you can get paid the rest of the money. Oh, as far as the saw goes, you know, didn't really want to use mine. So, guess what? He convinced him to buy him a saw. Guess what he's gonna get? Yep, a 500i. So he's gonna have a saw again. I guess they fronted him like $2,000. You know, of that, you know, 1,600 bucks is going for the saw. What do you think about that? Long before he sells it again. Let me go get another wheelbarrow load. I think we're into overtime. You know, I wanted him to dump the wood over there so I didn't have to do this. In front of his dry wood. I honestly don't know what it is times. Working this hard on the Sunday. I'm so glad it cooled off though. I would have did it if it was hot. I figured this would make a good live stream. I know he likes this locust bark for starting fires. There's a burn barrel up there. Burns trash and he has fires and burns my mom's wood, you know, so I can have a little campfire. Just don't burn the stuff I can sell. Yeah, that is slippery. I bet you we had over probably close to over an inch of rain, probably close to 2. I'd say that, you know, looks like this tree might have been halfway dead when the tornado knocked it over. I would call it semi-seasoned. But it's not stuff I'm won't be ready to burn till next winter. So with my brother's project, I don't know. I think he wants to just give it all to me, or give it to me as an IOU basis. I told him I don't have the buying dry wood, let alone green wood. So it's gonna have to be IOU. When we did that big job in 2020, at one point I think I owed him close to $5 grand. It was like at least $4,500. He was bringing me like 3 or 4 truckloads a day. But it was like a whole woods he was cleaning out because the tops were logged. Oh, one thing I am going to let him borrow is my perfect stick. If he wants me to buy it, you better cut it like this, 16 inches. I don't know. I guess we're going into overtime. I hope Bill's got time. He might not be watching. Sometimes he just lets it run. Doesn't talk to the people on Facebook. Half of them are haters anyway. Are here on YouTube every Sunday. I appreciate you guys. One. Better stop at that. Pretty heavy. You know, I could use on the side of the barn there where I keep my cherry. I think Mike and I go help him on Wednesday or Thursday, make a video down there. We'll come back here and split and stack the cherry. But I gotta sell the rest of that campfire wood there. And I got some in the driveway, and then all my campfire wood's out. I know Phil has stuff that's dry, which I might have to go buy some of that for him. So I can keep the orders going out. I don't want to give them ash and oak that's in bay number 1. Although Mike did tell me he's got dry wood available too. Dry cherry, dry walnut. You know, I don't mind, like I said, I don't mind spending money for stuff I can't sell for a year. Not a warehouse. You know, I wish somebody would have said, here, bring me some black green. I need it for the winter 2025, 26. Got the stuff for you. Nobody does that. Probably got 2 more wheelbarrow loads to split. I'll finish that one. There's 3 more pieces in there. Got the big one done though. Like 17 inches. As long as it's under 18 or less, I'm okay. I'm okay with that. Hopefully, when I buy this for my brother, it's going to a customer that wants because, you know, campfire. But you can see brother's situation. Everything goes into one spot. A little more organized than him, especially when it comes to firewood. I mean, if you've seen any of my inventory videos, there's about, I don't know, 12 more pieces down there, so I'll try to do like 6 and 6, get it all split. But no, the battery's been running out. About minutes. It's about when it starts to want to. Could try to get gung-ho, put them all in here. It's not. I'd say the video is probably like 75 minutes long now, maybe 80. So that's like right at the border. And if it shuts down when it gets down to, the battery gets down to 20%, it cuts out the video and just does the audio. If you watch enough, you've probably been watching when that's happened before. I didn't help running out of gas with the chainsaw. And about an extra 10 minutes of the video. If I was my brother, I'd be begging him. If I was him, I'd be begging Mike to come down and help him. At least cover his gas, and then have him help him cut, and then bring it in the wood here, and then I have to just IOU Mike. But I already owe him. I got him down to 200 that I owe him, and I don't want to have to owe him another $500 for green wood. I know I'll be able to sell it next summer. And I looked at those trees, those pictures my brother sent me to have them removed. The tree service would probably charge 10 grand. I don't know how much he's getting total. He gets to leave the brush there at least. They're buying him a 500i to do it. But there's no like, you know, set time that it has to be done by. But he doesn't get the rest of the money until the job's done. So yeah, I mean, I can understand him wanting to get it done right away, get the rest of the money. He's got bills like the rest of us. Alright, let me get the last ones. Oh, I almost fell over. I might have cried. Oh, I gotta unload all that wood out of my truck yet. Thought about that. I gotta go buy saw gas. My brother made me augers. Augers for the boat so I could anchor it. So I told him I'd buy him a 5 gallons of saw gas. He's gotta figure out how he's gonna cover my bar oil and all my time. Sharper than the stupid chains. I should check on the phone, but I only got one more piece to split. You lost it. You lost the video. You lost the video. The battery died. I wish there was a way to set it where it's override. Just keep going. If it gets down to 20%. Trees on this front side. That's it. Alright, let's see if you're still here. Onward screw. Wow, still here. That's only 76 minutes. It's gonna be dying soon. Look at that. There's what we got. So my plan would be to like stack a row sideways in the back and then stack single rows up with like about a foot in between and go up like that. That's how I do it. And then put my mom fluid right there. Now I'll show you what I got in the truck. Carl Lewis is here, but I got to put all this stuff away. I got to go unload all this. I'm not going to have that in the video. So there's that. Here's the good wood I got out of it. If it was all like this, I'd be happier. But no, it's green, and I don't want to take time to dry it. Mother Nature dried that. So, all right, folks, I'm sweating up a storm. I got lots of work to do yet. It's Sunday. I don't play games, and I just want to get this done. So I want to thank everybody for the thumbs up. Thanks to everybody who made it to the end. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye, Colleen.